Punk fucking DJ. On Chaotic Radio. 78 RPM. With Dodgy. Dodgy the Punk DJ. Tune in now.
69, it was fine. You said, but by 79, it's gonna be mine. I said 70, 71, write it down. 72, we went through hell. 73, 74, only gave us more. Bloody, bloody, bloody more. But now it's here. Hallelujah, gotta be 78. Revolution's a minute, 78. Revolution's a minute, 78. Revolution's a minute now. 75, the same old time. The Christ won't you tell me when I'm still alive. 76, no kicks you back. But no, no, we ain't dead yet. Born now is here. Hallelujah, gotta be 78. Revolution's a minute, 78. Revolution's a minute, 78. Revolution's a minute now. I think I'm married in 77. You said, God knows it would no heaven. We said, go stop your acceptable level. Stop it, we know it went no rebel. We're now revolution! Off your mind, drove you blind, made you brave, made you say it's 78. Revolution's a minute, 78. Revolution's a minute, 78. Revolution's a minute now. I said now. I mean now. Not tomorrow. Do it now.
Fucking hell. That's all I can say. Fuck it. Fuck 'em. Fucking hell.
Happy Friday to you
Fucking
too,
Friday.
Dutchie.
It's a Friday, right?
It is.
And I'm fast being schooled into it being a fuck it Friday. And so it shall be that all weekend.
Those are the best weekends.
Chaoticradio.com, 78 RPM. I've been doing this show coming up on 3 fucking years. Did you know that?
I did not.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That is
And I'm no
interesting.
better today than I was when I started. Fuck it up every week. But that's fucking life, right?
Yeah, I can't imagine that you couldn't have gotten better.
That sounded like you're agreeing with, you couldn't have got better. No, you definitely didn't get any fucking better.
You put the words right in my mouth.
As long as it's just the words, my darling, as long as it's just the words. You need to behave yourself around me now. I'm taken.
Oh, you're in love. That's right.
Oh,
We're both in love. It's so great.
just not with each other.
That's very true.
I love you.
I do love you, just not that way, Dutchie.
So what's going on? What's happening? What happened this week? Anything exciting?
I have a job interview, but I can't tell you where it's at, so that's not very exciting.
Why can't you?
Because
What, Rachel?
this is Chaotic Radio.
When are you going?
I don't want to give my stalkers any clues. They don't need any more clues about where I'm at.
Where you get? When is the interview?
It's tomorrow at noon.
Oh, how cool.
Yeah, very cool. And then last night, I went out on a date and we shot.
You can't go on a
darts.
date. You got a boyfriend.
A fiance. You
Oh,
can.
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, you can still go out on dates with your fiance.
You can?
That's just what we did
I'm
too.
just kidding.
We shot darts. We played pool.
Where'd you go?
We went to this place called the Zebra Room, and it's kind of like, I don't know, it was all right. Just really loud music, really good drinks. And
I
then
had
the
an
dartboard.
interesting day.
What'd you do?
I went to work. I'll tell you a little bit more no, mate, maybe I shouldn't. I shouldn't tell you.
No, now I'm like inquisitive. Don't do
Let's
that
just
to
say
me.
it was no bloody fun. That's all I'm going to say. But what's coming up this weekend? Anything you know of, or do we have to search for it?
I believe we have to search for it. I have not done any research for the show today. I am horrible person.
Yeah, that's bad. Terrible. Absolutely disgusting. You're fired.
You can't do this show without me. Who's gonna get you?
No,
on the air?
you know I can't.
Aw.
That's the thing. And when I got here today, I didn't even know you was in the studio. I'm like, what the fuck? Oh, I'm gonna be doing it all by myself. But luckily you was here.
Yeah, taking a nap.
That was the Dog Pound here, right on W Balls 187.4 on
Is
your
that
FM
you?
dial. You're tuned into the biggest balls of them all, DJ Saw T-Nuts. Hey, don't forget about my homeboy Easy Dick in the Jack Off Hour. That's happening at 12 o'clock tonight. Right now, we got some new Snoop Doggy Dogg for that ass. This one is called The Shiznit. You're about to go downtown, bitch, right here on the station that plays only platinum hits. That's 187.4 on your FM dial. If you're licking, that's W Balls.
Everybody's got to hear the shit on W Balls. W.
Bad Radio, Good Radio, and Chaotic Radio. In that order.
In love with rock and roll, whoa. He's in love with getting stoned, whoa. He's in love with Jenny Jones, whoa. He don't like his foreign drum now. He's in love with rock and roll, whoa. He's in love with getting stoned, whoa. He's in love with Jenny Jones, whoa. He don't like his foreign drum now. And he knows what he got to do. He knows he's gotta have fun with you. The lucky lady. And he knows when the evening comes, when his job is done, he'll be over in a shop for years. He's in love with rock and roll, whoa. He's in love with Kenny Stone, whoa. He's in love with Jenny Jones, whoa. He don't like his foreign job now. In the inside, lots of work, but the boss at the firm always thinks he should. But he feels like everyone, he got a full glow Tina. They just won't run without fuel. Better up, Tiago. He's in love with rock and roll, whoa. He's in love with Kenny Stone, whoa. He's in love with Jenny Jones, whoa. He don't like his foreign job now. And the invoice that don't quite fit. No straight over in his alphabetical file. Sent for the government man. I just don't really tell a boss, gonna really let him know exactly how he feels. It's pretty bad. He's in love with a rock and roll, whoa. He's in love with getting stoned, whoa. He's in love with Jenny Jones, whoa. He don't like his foreign job. No! 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 Let them know! Let them know! You can see preaching 184. You find a whopper preaching 184. To give him the freedom to turn your boss. And he's got sanitation of violence to keep you silent. And he can put you in a function with a 3-foot bloody truncheon without hesitation. It gets you at a demonstration. And if you dare to look, then you're gonna get the book. He's on the street preaching 104, and the black he's looking for. They ain't heard of race relations down at the police station. PC 104, PC 104, PC 104, PC 104. He's got sanitation violence to keep you silent. And he can put you in a function with paper bloody truncheon. PC 104, PC 104, PC 104, PC 104. First rule is that there are no rules. Second rule, same as the first. Skate and destroy all your life. Never give up until you die. Skate or die. Skate or die. Skate or die. Skate or die. Skate all day, skate all night. Grab your board and destroy. Seek and attack the system. Never give up until you die. Skate or die. Skate or die. Skate or die. Skate or die.
CakeRadio.com, Skate or Die. That was DI, did you know that? You love that skate shit, don't you?
I do.
As soon as it came on, you would start fucking nodding your old head there.
I was gonna say that's one of my skate songs.
Did you know that was DI?
No, I don't believe I did.
So anyway, I'm bad at fucking telling people what they're listening to, and I really don't give a fuck, but when I listen to a show, I get pissed off with the fucking DJ, especially if it's a song I don't know. So remind me every now and again, go, hey, Dutchie. And I go, yeah, Rachel, what's up? And you go, who was that playing? I go, oh, that was fucking D.I. Skate or Die, that was.
I think you did a dead-on impersonation of me.
I think it was a little bit high the first time. So it was fucking Cockney Rejects, I'm Not a Fool, The Clash, Janie Jones, Crisis, which is a band I went to school with, and then D.I., who I get lucky enough to do shows with Casey now. So apparently there's a show tonight. I had planned for fucking months on going to this show, and I didn't even fucking know that it was tonight. And it's Dirty Hammer's CD release party at Surf Dog Sports Crew in Huntington Beach. Dirty Hammer, Suburban John, Anxiety, The Menstruals. The Menstruals? I think that's to say menstruals, as in menstrual cycles.
I believe so.
Yeah, which was part of my story that I was going to tell you. That.
Oh, man, I don't think we need to hear anymore. I think that's, like, enough said.
Yeah, you know what I'm going to say already, don't you?
Enough said. My imagination is very vivid. I don't know. I can picture that shit, so don't.
Yeah, don't go there then. So anyways, I'm definitely not going to go there. We'll pull up some events, right?
Okay, I got a couple.
I have had a couple of requests for Operation Ivy from a friend of mine, from Jennifer Farrelly. I've never been the biggest Operation Ivy fan, but I got to say, the more I listen to them, the more I fucking like them. So this is bands that today's playlist, if you read it, and I don't know if you're on Facebook and you read my stuff anymore. And if you do, you just say, fuck it, I'm ignoring him. Right? Today's playlist is bands who, in my opinion, when they were about, just went, fuck it, we don't care. And they didn't care with what they released. They didn't give a fuck about what anyone thought of them, including their fans, you know? Now, that changed for some of the bands. The Clash, for instance. I don't know. Maybe they were the opposite, and I say that they were the ultimate band who said, fuck it, we're doing exactly what we want, and we don't give a fuck. You know, we're doing Sandinista, we're doing fucking slow reggae, we're doing love songs, you know? And it was people like me that they were fucking over. Not in their own minds, you know what I mean? But, because I went off, and you've heard this story many fucking times, you know? So here's the bands. Tell me what you think. I've even got Snoop Dogg on there. I couldn't do a show without Snoop Dogg on there. And I'm not a big rap fan.
I thought we were getting interference. I was like, what is this radio station?
Yeah, it did sound that way at the beginning, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting stuff. A friend of mine who lived right up the street here in Outer Loma, Snoop Dogg lived one house behind him and one house over, right?
Right.
And he used to talk to him all the time. And one day I went up there and got to meet the guy.
Oh,
And,
nice.
and he's fucking hilarious. His kid's a football player, isn't he? I don't know if his kid made it into the pros. I know his kid was a big time fucking college football player.
Yeah, I think he actually coached children too. Snoop Dogg?
Did he now?
Yeah.
In what way? Out of smoke pot.
I think that's
This
the
is
reason
the
why
way.
they
This is
asked
how
him
you
to
hold the
stop
fucking
coaching.
pipe. See, and I love him on what do you call it, on the fucking cooking show. He's on that cooking show with that
Martha
the
Stewart?
jailbird, yeah, with
Yeah.
Martha Stewart, yeah.
Well, aren't they an item?
He's boning her.
Yeah.
He's got to be. Well, no, she's boning him. He's just sitting back
She's-
smoking his pipe.
She is
Smoking
gangster.
his pipe.
She is so gangster. I would not fuck
What
with
do you mean
Martha
she's so
Stewart.
gangster?
She is.
Fuck off.
You should have heard her. I forgot who she was roasting, but man, she did. Justin Bieber. If you can ever look up Justin Bieber's roast,
Look it up, find it, and we'll fucking
is-
play it. We'll
it is
play it today.
Hilarious.
I didn't know that. I've only seen the Snoop and Martha Stewart just being all cute and nice and him being the comedian. He's fucking hilarious. But I don't know Snoop songs. So if you know one better than mine, just tell me. So because I just threw one on the list as a fuck it, I'm playing it. So anyways, here's a band, one of the original punk bands that wasn't even a punk band because there was no punk. But because of those fuckers now there is punk. I'm
Is
gonna
it
play play the Dolls, New York Dolls, and then right after I'm gonna play a Johnny Thunders song. KakeRadio.com. If you do want to call in, you're more than welcome. If one of us bothers answering the phone, we'll see if we can. We normally don't give a fuck, do we? So
Nah.
I am going to play some Bowie, some Germs, Pistols, Bootsy's Rubber Band.
Some Iggy Pop for me.
No, don't play.
Oh.
Of course I will.
I'm gonna cry.
No, you bring positive attitude in there. No negativity anymore. It's my show. Be happy. Be happy or fuck off!
Or die.
When I'm getting home to you, I gotta show you what I can do. But everything connects, and that ain't nowhere. But maybe they're just giving you all you've ever wanted. And maybe you never ever know what that was. And maybe you're just finding it out now. When I'm Vietnamese, baby, on your mind. Technology satellite, well, what's wrong today? And why was everyone so busy? They forgotten why they're playing it. He said, what's wrong today is what's wrong with you. You're so sorry, busy, sorry, that's all you'll do. When a Vietnamese baby on your mind, your pretty little mind. Match me your slingshot with every light bulb queen, and I got to show you more busting glass that any girl ever seen. Since I've been blasting, I've been blowing, I've been banging away. You got to bang it away. You got, baby, such a fabulous game. But I've gotta come so down to play. With a Vietnamese baby on your mind. Your pretty little mind. Your pretty little mind. When I'm getting home to you, I got to show you what I can do. But everything connects, and that ain't nowhere. No, no, no. Baby, no, nowhere. It just won't do, no, no. No, I'm talking about your overkill. Talking about your overkill. Got the shot up at your overkill. Now that it's over. Now that it's over. Now that it's over. Now that it's over. What you gotta do?
You're listening to chaoticradio.com.
said, I need all your juice for just one night. I got a one-track mind. I got a one-track mind. I got a one-track mind. Oh, baby. I got a one-track mind. All the time, I got a one-track mind. I got a one-track mind. Yeah, yeah, I got a one-track mind. I got a one-track mind. Ain't got time, I got a one-track mind. Oh, baby.
KateRadio.com, Dutchy every fucking Friday. Like it or fuck off. Enjoy your weekend that's coming up. The weather cooled down a lot, which I'm fucking loving. Not going to see any bands this weekend for the first time in a long fucking time. So Rachel, are you there?
Yes. Sorry, I was daydreaming.
About your boy.
Of course.
So I have a question for
Telling
you. I have a question for you.
What?
Remember what happened to me at the House of Blues?
Yes. Did it happen to someone else?
No. You know, I said I'll fucking never go back there in my fucking life. Fuck the House of Blues.
You went to see Stiff Little Fingers, didn't you?
No, I didn't. No, I went to see... Well, I did, but not at the House of Blues. Fuck that place. Fuck it. Never going there ever again. Not until I go... Oh, shit. Now I'm going to be really embarrassed. Fuck. I can't tell you.
Tell me.
No.
Stop doing that today. You're driving me insane.
I'm turning the music up. I can't tell you.
You tell
You
me.
know why?
Whisper it in my ear.
All right, I'll whisper it. I'm going to stop the music. There's two things, right, in the same sentence. And because of it, I'm going to let you play two of your songs in a row, right? You ready for this?
Okay.
What did I say about the House of Blues?
That security guard was a long-haired hippie and he fights dirty.
And I'll never go back there ever again.
Yes, you just said that, actually.
Yeah. I said it a while ago.
You're so going
What else?
back.
Guess who I'm going to see?
Oh, God. Justin Bieber?
Worse.
It
Who's
gets
my
worse.
least favorite punk band of all time?
Blink-182?
Close.
NoFX?
Close. Same kind of. Pennywise.
Oh, yeah, Pennywise. Dude, never tell me a secret. I'll just scream it out at everybody.
So my girl goes. My darling Brenda goes. Pennywise are playing at the House of Blues, and I know you don't like Pennywise, and I know that you'll never go there again. I'd really like you to go. All right, I'm going. Fuck it.
You know what you should do?
What?
You should rush the stage whenever
No,
they're
no,
doing
no, fuck.
Broham.
No.
When they're doing Broham,
There's no
get up
rushing
there,
stages.
Get up there and sing Broham with them.
No, I can't do that. I can't rush no stages. Not
Oh.
anymore. I retired from that.
Okay.
Before I started doing it, I retired from it. Because I never made it. Now I even got older, my knees playing up. Like, if I couldn't get up there then, I ain't getting up there now.
Oh, no.
But there you go. So you know what? Life changes, you know. You mature.
Right.
You make sacrifices.
Man, screw that. I'm never getting old.
Well, I ain't old, but yeah, you know, my body is. I keep falling over now.
Oh, no.
The doctors sent me a letter yesterday. They won't do surgery. I've got degenerative arthritis.
Wait, they want to
They
do
won't.
surgery?
They won't do it. This
Because
is
you're
the,
too young.
No, this is their remedy. They don't want to fucking spend the money, the type fuckers. Simple as that. They need to do surgery. But they said, no, you need to ride your bike 45 minutes a day.
Right.
Yeah, I've
therapy.
got 45 minutes every day to ride my bike, fuckers. I used to. But not anymore, I don't.
You got to make the time, Dutchie.
Okay, let me pull some of that time out of my arse, shall I?
Yes.
So yeah, Pennywise. I'm going to see. Who am I going to see? I'm going to the Drunken Public, Punkin Drublic, on the 28th of. No, I'm going to see Adamant on the 30th. I can't remember. Fucking hell, my memory's getting worse as well. I'm old. I may as well just fucking grab a rope.
Here's what you do. Whenever you start to get tickets, every time you think of something that you think will be really great on the show, text it to me.
All right.
And I'll
And then I'll
write
get
it
a
down.
text back saying your text didn't go through.
Oh, yeah, I need a new phone.
Just saying.
It's stalker security. What can
This
I
is a
say?
band called the Leighton Buzzards from Leighton Buzzard.
When I saw you, I just couldn't believe my eyes. Oh, I was happy when you chose me from the other plant, a host. But in time, you started to change. I didn't want you to, but I'm still crazy over you. Don't you know that I'm never gonna let you down? Let you down. Can't you see that I'm always hanging around? Hanging around. Hanging around. Hanging around. Oh, I'm hanging around. In the morning when you called me on the telephone, I was excited when you asked me over to your house. Had a meal and a bottle of wine, and then we watched TV. I think we saw Russell Hardy. Don't you know that I'm never gonna let you down? Let you down. Can't you see that I'm always hanging around? Hanging around. Hanging around. Hanging around. I'm hanging around. Go disco. I don't know why they don't work wrong. I didn't want them so. And then you got me down to someone else. Don't you know that I'm never gonna let you down? Let you down. Can't you see that I'm always hanging around? Hanging around. Hanging around. Hanging around. Hanging around. Hanging around. Hanging around with the buzzards. 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 Hanging around with the buzzards.
TechRadio.com. This is the Fuck It Band Show. Bands who used to not give a fuck. That's the Leighton Buzzard song called Hanging Around. I don't even remember an album by them. Only like 3 singles. So while I'm talking about a band like that, it's funny because Adonis just fucking said, I thought fucking Misfits was your least favorite band. I got a bunch of them. Fucking Black Flag, Misfits, fucking Pennywise, AFI, fucking Minor Threat. Fuck Minor Threat. They're fucking horrible. Fugazi was a little bit better, but nah, I'm sorry. Don't fucking get it. Adonis is part of Cat Monroe Show every Thursday at 4 till 6. His nice nickname, and it's fucking great because it's so right, is the punk rock archaeologist. He's fucking amazing. He brings up shit from fucking nowhere. I bought an album in 1970. I'm going to say it was 77 because it was a compilation album on Beggar's Banquet Records, which was a very, very small independent label. Only, I think, maybe 2 or 3 of the bands on this album made it more than 2 or 3 songs. This guy didn't. His name, or their name, is Arthur Comics with a question mark. Whatever the fuck that means, I don't know. But this is the kind of shit he pulls up. I'd have to look to see if they even released more than 1 song or they only got this song on this album. Unfortunately, this album was stolen from me when my record collection got nicked. So, but luckily I had a turntable with USB and downloaded it to MP3, so I've got the whole album. I might play some more off it. In fact, I might do one a week. John Cooper Clarke's on it with an unusual. He's actually singing rather than doing poetry. Slaughter and the Dogs are on there. The Lurkers, a band called Talk Talk, who changed their whole style and with the same song became a fucking 80s hair band. So anyway, Adonis, I love the fucking music you play, my son. Keep it going. This is from the album Streets. Song's called Is God a Man? KXRadio.com.
Got a little problem, so help me if you can. The thing I want to know is God a man? Does he get up in the morning and go for a piss? Does he shave and strap a digital watch on his wrist? And does the Holy Spirit ever need to take a crap? Does he go down with the flu and has he ever had the clap? Has he got a flat in Chelsea on a million-year lease? Jacking up with Mary Whitehouse and the chief of police? Does he go for girls who bite? Or does he have to jerk himself to sleep every night? Does God do the pool then? Does he holiday in Spain? Was he ever on a bus with a fiver and no change? Has he heard of rock and roll? Is he wearing any pants? Would he really rather be Keith Richards given half a chance? It's got a man. It's got a man. Does he do the horses? It's got a man. What's his favorite beer? It's got a man. Does he like Chinese food then? It's got a man. Does he beat up on queers? Does he wear a leather jacket or shop on Savile Row? Oh, save it for the papers, cause I just don't want to know. See, I gave the old bastard his cards years ago. Oh, yeah! God's got the sack too. That's him, over there, at the back of the dog queue. The one in the suit and the south of France tan. But is he a man? Is he a man? Is he a man? He's got a man, I don't know. I've got no time for theology. My hobby now is human biology. No room in my life for golden beatitudes. I'm into the fruits of good old pulchritude. Look that one up. It's a big word.
It's raw, it's uncensored, it's live 24/7. It's chaoticradio.com.
Earth about sell the bang and decline. I'm living in hell, the band I fought. Straight like a mind, the mind of the old. Tell me the times to do my teeth. Why no fool, I'm going to town. Mad reaction, throw the buzz. Suspect, shooting in the sky. Focus on the meat of the light, can I see it in? Maniacs, they're alive. Maniacs. 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 Looking at you, inside of you, through your eyes, behind your mind. Looking at you, inside of you, I'm invisible. Nowhere to hide. Right on seeing the living dead. See the fire in your head. Looking at you, I'm inside of you. Falling to the flowers dead. See it in. Maniacs, they're alive. Maniacs. 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 Earth about sell the fat and decline. I'm living in hell, man, I fought. Straight like a mind, the mind of the old. Devil and top to through my teeth. I no fool, I'm going to town. Mad reaction, goes the buzz.
Is on the left, so I think that this
Focus on the moves of the light, can I see it in? Maniacs, they're alive. Maniacs. 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 they shine. And my body looks fine. It's a time to care. Take a look at my hair. I'm the joker in the pack. I'm the joker in the pack. With the dance hall, spot so chic. I make them laugh a lot. I make them accept me. Secrets are smoking. I'm about to draw on the dust. With a game bravado, I'm taking into their trust. I'm the joker in the pack. I'm the joker in the pack. I'm the joker in the pack. I'm a boost that shine. I'm on its fine. Don't buy my smile. Because jokers are wild. I'm the joker in the pack. I'm the joker in the pack. I'm the joker in the pack.
If everybody had an ocean across the USA, then everybody be surfing like California. Yeah. You see where the bag is, we're at the sandals too. A bushy blonde hair, yeah.
KegRadio.com. On this day in music history, a group from Hawthorne, California, called the Pendletones, attend their first real recording session at the Hype Morgan studio in LA. The band recorded Surfing, which I'm going to play later. It's actually hanging on the wall, believe it or not. Hey, yeah, in Chaotic Radio studio. The 25th anniversary recording that was actually the band turned into. What do you think? I know you're slow. I know you're not as quick as I am, right? But a little bit quicker reaction to show you're still fucking alive. And when you say, now I got a feeling that I'm stupid as I am, when you give me the sign, is it okay you go outside and smoke? I didn't realize you were smoking pot. I thought you were smoking cigarettes.
I was smoking cigarettes.
Well, you're fucking acting like you've been smoking pot. Are you sure?
Whatever. I don't smoke.
You go next door to Charles's studio, don't you, and get fucking high as a kite?
No, I do not.
No?
No. I don't like weed. It makes me like zombie. Like if you think I'm slow on trivia,
I was just going to
normal,
say, I don't want to fucking say too much.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. So I stay away from that. No thanks.
So, do you know who this is? I'll play it from the start again. You know who this is?
No, I do not.
Across the USA, let everybody be surfing like California. Yeah.
Pennywise. That's
Oh,
fucking
I did
Pennywise,
know.
yeah.
I did know that.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
Why did you say you didn't then? Because you've been
because
smoking fucking pot.
No way.
And if you're not smoking pot, you should be smoking pot. Because I think that would speed you up a little bit. It
Maybe.
definitely can't slow you down.
I'm gonna come over there in a minute.
I've given you
You're not gonna like
3
what
songs now. Right? Just I'm trading off taking a beating to give you 3 fucking songs.
Okay, that sounds
Right,
good.
but no Black Flag.
No, you just played.
I know, it's especially for you.
I know.
I
and
play
love
a Black
you
Flag
so
song
much.
every fucking week because I know you like them. And you know I hate them.
I know.
But
and
I've still
love
got to
you.
be. I've still got to be nice to the listeners, right? Because you fucking guys fucking love Black Flag. Don't get it, never fucking will.
Yeah.
But that's like bands I like. And I never say, I'm sick of telling people, especially when I have to tell them to their face. I have to say, you know what, man, fuck, you're fucking useless. I'm sorry.
Who's useless?
Some bands that I see. And they come over, right? And they think because, well, how do you put it? Like
Adamat?
Well, so you fucked up there, didn't you?
Oh, no, don't take my song away from me.
No, I'm not saying that. Do you remember when I said to you, because I was going to give you free Adamant tickets, right?
Oh,
but I didn't want to give them to people who didn't give a fuck.
Right.
So I said, what do you think of Adamant? You're like, nah, fucking useless.
Yeah, see, but you already knew that. And I would rather the tickets
I just
go
wanted you to
someone
confirm
else.
it before I gave you tickets.
Yeah.
Do you want tickets for Adamant?
No.
You sure?
Yes.
Oh, I think they're up in next door. It's starting to come through. The smell's coming through.
No, thank you, Dutchie. That's just my clothes.
That wouldn't surprise me. Do you smoke at all? Like weed?
No, I did in high school.
Well, that was fucking years ago.
Yeah.
I mean, you're knocking on now, aren't you? I
We're-
mean, let's be
we're not
honest.
going
You're
there.
mid-30s now, right?
No. I don't look like
Late
in my-
30s?
What the hell? You're going down. No, I'm in my mid-30s.
Yeah, see? I know exactly how old you are.
Mm-hmm.
34.
Yeah, but you're supposed to flatter me and be like, you can't be like
I
more
don't
than
flatter.
28.
I don't flatter anyone. Well, maybe one person, because, you know. But no, fuck that shit. When a band comes up to me and goes, what do you think? Don't come up to me thinking because I fucking do radio that I'm going to go, oh, you guys are fucking great. And it shocks them. I go, you know what? You're good musicians, but I fucking hate your music. But that's just me. You know, there's certain music I don't like. There's certain, you know, I'm old school. Fucking don't call yourself punk. You're not. Don't become some bullshit punk fucking genre, because you're not. You're not punk. Don't use the word punk in that genre. There's punk or you're not punk. I'm a hardcore punk. Fuck off. I hate it. I hate that all these magazines and all these come up with these subgenres, and then a band goes out there and goes, go, fucking hell, what's that with punk? Fuck off. There's your punk for you. This is punk. See the middle finger and me calling you a see you next Tuesday? Fuck off. That's punk.
Yep.
KXRadio.com. It's the Adolescents. Song's called I Love You. Oh. For Brenda.
I'm still wondering how I could have said all the wrong things at the wrong time, and how you managed to keep your head when I got way out of line. The feelings of mine should have come sooner. There's no way I can imagine your loss. I asked myself how you do this to her. You're the last person I'd ever cross, and I hear your anger as you let take back what's been said. It won't go away that moment after guilt suffers at the reach of death. And I break down, yeah, I wanna die. Again, 'cause I know there's something more. I know that the mind has started to cry. The little I feel worse than before.
a husband in the eye. Our baby's gone, we start to cry. If you come back, it's just for a day. There's only 3 words we all want to say. I love you, 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 I love you.
Chaotic Radio, because the rest is just a waste of time.
Still don't know what I was waiting for. Time is running wild. A million dead end streets. Every time I thought I got it made, it seemed the taste was not so sweet. Then I turned myself to face me. Ooh, but I never caught a glimpse how the others may see the faker. I'm much too fast to take that test. Changes. I didn't wanna be rich or man, but changes. Changes. I just wanted to be a different man. Time may change me. I can't change time. Watch the ripples change their size. Never leave the stream. All the days through my eyes, but still the days seem the same. And these children that they shit on as they try to change their worlds. Oh, they're immune to your consultation. They're quite aware of what they're going through. Changes. Don't tell us to go up and out of it. Changes. Looks like it left us up to our accident. Time may change me. I can't trace time. Strange fascinations fascinate me. Oh, the changes are taking place. I'm going through. Changes. Changes. Look out, all you rock and rollers. Changes. Changes. Pretty soon you're gonna get older. Time may change me. I can't trace time or sit the time. I can't trace time.
Chaotic Radio, Bowie from the album David Live. So fuck it, while I got it up, I'm going to play Rebel Rebel from the same album. And then, oh, I fucked that up, didn't I? And then we're going to go to commercial. So, Rage. That sounded so fucking good as well.
What happened to it?
I don't know. I'm fucking sitting there having a little bit of a laugh and having a beer and a wine. I think I can find it. I'm clever sometimes. But I'm just going to press a button. Maybe we'll come back with it. Let's see what happens. There we go. Fucking hell.
Love you so. Your mother in a world, cause she's not sure if you're a boy or a girl. But hey, baby, your hair's alright. Hey, baby, let's stay out tonight. She loved me and her like an old. She loved dancing out with look divine. She loved bands when they played hard. One more and you wanted voice. Down, see I'm wrong. You take it there, put them on. Your rebel, rebel, it's on your dress. Rebel, rebel, your face is a mess. Rebel, rebel, how could they know? Hot tramp, love you so. Faces of the best. Rebel, rebel, but they know. Say, hot tramp, love you so. Yeah. Don't you just faces of mess. Can't get enough. Nothing to test. Got to transmission man, you're not why. Got to. And your face is a mess. Oh, how could they know? I said, how could they know? Hey, you're choking down in this time. Tell me where you want to go. Sure.
Dutchy, we are clear. Except for the YouTube, of course.
That's all right. I thought you said we had 4 minutes left.
Oh, no, I was saying 4 p.m.
We're on a different newspaper. You're the Tokyo fucking Times. I can't read you.
What the hell? I like that.
That's a good one, isn't it?
I'm going to have to snatch that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I can't read that fucker. He's the Tokyo Times. He's like a Tokyo Times crossword. And when you can't figure something out, that's what I always say. It's fucking, you might as well give me the fucking Tokyo Times, you fuckers. We should pull up the events while we're on break.
I've got 3 events that I want to shout out, and I still have that Justin Bieber roast. We should listen to Justin Bieber get roasted.
Well, yeah, we should, yeah. We'll come back straight into some songs. We'll listen to a song, a jingle, a song, and then come back in, talk, and Justin Bieber.
Okay.
Sound good?
That sounds amazing.
My girl said, you and Rachel sound fucking amazing together on that show.
Aw, she's so sweet. So when am I going to meet her?
I don't know, but we need to soon.
Mm-hmm. Maybe next weekend. Because this weekend's crazy busy.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, 2.5 minutes. Does this sound like someone's fighting? I'm glad you can't hear it. Who was supposed to call in?
I thought Adonis might. He was threatening to.
I like that Adonis guy. He's fun.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
One minute. $30 seconds, all quiet.
This is Greg Hetson, Circle Jerks, Bad Religion, Punk Rock Karaoke, etc. You're listening to 78 RPM on chaoticradio.com.
So fucking what?
Well, I've been to Hastings and I've been to Brighton. I've been to Eastbourne too. So what? So what? And I've been here and I've been there and I've been every fucking where. So what? So what? So what? So what? You boy little cunt. Well, who cares? Who cares what you do? And who cares? Who cares about you? You! Sweet, and I suck rock, and I'm even
This is chaoticradio.com.
And I want you to listen to the words to this, right? Because you're getting married. So listen and listen carefully. It's about women.
I'm in love with you. My love is deep, my love is true. To you, woman, I'm in love. Your hair so soft, your eyes are blue. Your skin is warm, and I'll be true to you, woman. I'm in love with you. You came to me in a dream, I'm sure. You gave your love, but gave much more to me, woman. Will you marry me?
You take this woman to be your lawful wedded wife, to love and to cherish, in sickness and in health, till death do you part.
I do. To death us do part. 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 What's that you just said to me? You didn't know you like this yesterday. Oh, woman, I don't understand. What's that you didn't say to me? I can't say that on the one martini. Woman, you're annoying me. Yeah, you sit around the house in your dirty clothes. You're looking a mess, you're picking your nose. Woman, you're a fucking mess. Your tits are big, but your brains are small. So don't I wonder if your brains at all. Woman, oh, stop yourself. Oh, fuck you, don't you tell me what to do, woman. Oh, fuck off. Oh, God, why did I marry you? What did I do to deserve you, woman? Why me? Oh, woman, I hate you.
Well, that was lovely.
Do you think it was a mistake? Do you think it was the beginning of the end when I snuck out of my first wedding reception, came back in the room with my guitar, my band had set up, she had no idea my band was playing, and dedicated that to her the day we got married?
She would have to have so much patience to deal with
And,
that. That's
and
crazy.
sang it into her
Picking-
face.
I don't pick my nose, thank you.
Well, the trouble is, majority of that, if it wasn't true the day we got married, it was definitely fucking true later on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny. I think with the relationships, you know, you do get that, like, I'm sick of you, kind of like you're getting on my nerves thing.
As in, fuck you, don't you tell me what to do.
Right, but you learn how to deal with that.
Do you?
Yeah, or you just don't get in a relationship.
Or you may be just with the wrong person, maybe.
Oh, that's true too.
I don't know.
But
No.
I need a laugh now because like that was kind of depressing. I'm gonna
It's not, well, I guess so, yeah. But it's a great song about the beginning and the end, all in 2.5 fucking minutes. You can't argue with that. Wish it had gone that fucking quick.
It was better than a country song for sure.
I want you to give me a fucking great idea. I mean,
To
and
play
I
a
thought,
country song.
no, fuck
Yes.
off.
I thought I could never convince you.
All right, do it.
Okay.
No,
Do you
I'm
want to
just
hear
fucking
Buck
you.
Owens?
Who?
Buck Owens?
That sounds like a dude who goes in a spaceship.
Robert
Wasn't
Johnson?
that Buck Owens who was in a spacecraft?
No.
Come on.
No.
Research it. Oh, that's Buck Rogers, wasn't it?
Yes. Who's the trivia master here? No, I
all
didn't
right,
even know
all
it
right.
was
Well, I'm not
Rogers.
a fucking country person, am I?
Yeah, but no.
But
Buck
you
Owens
couldn't.
was
That'd be
amazing.
good if a country band was to take that song. You know?
And do
you
it?
sit around the house in your dirty clothes. You look a mess fucking picking your nose, you fucking woman.
If
You
it was
don't
Hank,
understand.
If it was Hank the Third, I would be all for it.
I'm doing it. I'm going to convince my band to do a country version of that.
That would be awesome. I would totally do a freaking square dance to that. Some boot scootin' boogie.
You got something lined up you wanted to play for us, right?
Yeah.
Let me turn this off then.
So we're gonna listen to Martha Stewart get crazy nasty on Justin Bieber and everyone else that was in that room that night. Are you ready?
Ready.
Here we go.
As we all know, Kevin is one of the biggest movie stars in the business right now, and he deserves it. He's struggled for years. When he finally got his first big paycheck, he spent $150,000 on a watch. I forget that term for that. It's not African American rich. It'll come to me. Justin, you know the word. I know you're all wondering why I'm here tonight. It's because Martha Stewart changes people's lives for the better. Like Shaq, for instance. When Shaq bought his house, Shaq, are you listening? I was the first person he called. The house had 13 bedrooms, and I helped convert 8 of them into refrigerators. I believe the bedroom is the most important room in the house, but I don't have to tell you that, Ludacris. You have 3 kids with 3 different women. May I suggest pulling out sometime and finishing on some fine, highly absorbent Martha Stewart bed linens?
Was that it?
There was more.
I thought it was Bieber. I thought it was a Bieber thing, you said.
It was. You know, I think that they kind of took it easy on him that night.
I've never seen, I didn't know Martha Stewart did. I don't even know what she is. I just know that all of a sudden, because I work at the Big Orange Box, that all of a sudden every fucking thing in our store was Martha Stewart. And it was fucking crap.
She's like
and then she was in jail.
DIY. She's like mainstream DIY. Make food.
Yeah, but where did she?
fix
What
stuff
did she
around
get
the
fucking
house.
famous for? On what was she? A comedian, an actress, or what?
Her cooking show.
Didn't know
and
it.
her recipes. Yeah.
I watched a cooking show with me in it the other day.
No.
Yeah.
Were you grilling out?
No, I was making Scotch eggs, and I videoed it about 2 years ago, and I didn't realize how fucking wasted I was. I was fucking done.
Did they do a tutorial on what not to do?
No, I mean, I did it myself. I just put the phone in and just, I this, and you fucking say, right, there you go. Hey, there's fucking Scotch egg, mate. Yeah. I was showing Brenda, and she's like, you're fucking wasted. And I'm like, I was trying to deny it, but I couldn't. I couldn't understand myself.
Oh, no, that's horrible.
And then part 4 of it, because there was 4 parts to it, was the next morning, right? After getting wasted the night before, I start the morning at 8 o'clock by popping a beer and dropping the eggs in the fry. Maybe I'll show you later.
I want to see that. You've got to see the video from last night. I actually started singing. It's pretty much like yours,
Oh, let's do
except
it.
for we're just walking
I
around.
won't put it on the air.
neighborhood.
Fuck it.
Yeah, no.
All right. CackRadio.com, Dutchy the Punk DJ, 78 RPM every Friday at 3. It's a fucking good one. Well, sometimes I talk too much, but I don't care. I enjoy it. And if you don't like it, there's the off button. There's K-Rock, which ain't even fucking play shite fucking music K-Rock does now.
KXLU is pretty good.
Who?
KXLU.
I was listening to Jones's Jukebox the other day.
I was just listening at where I was coming in.
Yeah, I think it's great. I do that. Yeah, you ever thought of making a record? Yeah, I do that. Used to do that. Yeah. Used to steal stuff, from famous people like you.
That's horrible. Actually, that was a pretty good impression.
Wasn't bad, was it?
No. Now can you do Henry? Now can you do Henry?
No.
Do
You
it.
probably could though.
Do it.
She was a girl from Birmingham. She
want a baby who looks like that. I don't want a baby who looks like that. Buddy, I'm not away no more. Buddy, and I'm gone scared. Buddy, I'm not away no more. Buddy, I'm not away no more. I know things are getting tougher when you can't get the top off the bottom of the barrel. Wide open, wrong my future now. It's looking fucking new. All I know is that I don't know. All I know is that I don't know nothing. All I know is that I don't know. All I know is that I don't know nothing. We get up to this side. Just like as if I'm not gonna change my mind. All I know is that I don't know. All I know is that I don't know nothing. All I know is that I don't know. All I know is that I don't know nothing. What you gonna do with yourself, boy? Better make up your mind. What you gonna do with yourself, but running out of time? This time I got it all figured out. All I know is that I don't know. All I know is that I don't know nothing. All I know is that I don't know. All I know is that I don't know nothing. All I know is that I don't know. All I know is that I don't know nothing. All I know is that I don't know. All I know is that I don't know nothing. She's a bombshell. She's a bombshell. Got something gonna be 13 to drink. 6 a.m. on Friday plus a break. Met her at a corner, drunk her sober. Said it's cold, come on, come to move her. Oh yeah. Smoke it up. Smoke it up. Smoke it up. I've rejected myself a thousand times. Seems like I've been out resting all my bets about her. Bitches ones will never be the same. Don't play away, you'll find around someday. Oh yeah. Smoke it up. Smoke it up. Smoke it up. Oh yeah. Take the ball down. Take the ball down. Take the ball down. Take the ball down. She's ball down.
Operation Ivy, Bombshell. Before that, Operation Ivy with Knowledge. I got a question. I don't know the answer to this, but I got a feeling that I don't know that. Well, I don't know much about Operation Ivy, but I love Rancid, and I love Lars Fredriksson and the Bastards and the Transplants, right? Yes. And Tim Armstrong. Yes. There's a connection between Op Ivy and Rancid, right?
Yeah, I believe it
is. It's not Tim Armstrong singing, is it? Because it fucking sounds like him. I could be like, people who know me are going to go, how the fuck? You don't know that? If it is him, I don't know. But because I'm listening to that going, that's not fucking bad.
Yeah, that he was there in their first lineup in '87. Tim Lint Armstrong.
Are you pulling that up off the web? Or are you that fucking knowledgeable?
No, I totally cheated.
Bullshit.
On that.
I was going to say, you fucking cheated me on that one.
Yeah, but no, I
Was he
read
the
that
singer?
Before. Yeah, he was a singer and guitarist.
Fucking, how did I not know that?
Yeah, and last week, whenever you played that Tim band.
Yeah, it was him, yeah. You know, I
him
didn't
too.
realize because I haven't given my new number out to 80% of people, right? And which I fucking love. No fucker can get hold of me. Fuck off, right? And after the show, everyone's been texting me, and I'm like, I can't see your fucking text. That phone's somewhere else. Leave me alone. I'm going to be reclusive.
I feel so much better since I deleted my Facebook.
Do you?
Yeah, I've got
What?
so much more free time to play like solitaire and stuff.
Oh,
like that.
yeah. You've really improved your fucking life, haven't you? Stepped it up from Facebook to a solitaire person. I might try that with a fucking game of cribbage online. See if I can fucking bore myself to death.
What's cribbage?
You wouldn't know it because you need a lot of intelligence, and you know.
Oh, shush. I'm good
Cribbage
at-
is a card game.
I'm good at those games.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I challenge you.
And darts. Ooh, we need to set up that dartboard in the green room. So that way I can
That would be a waste of time because I am so fucking good at darts.
No way. I
Yeah.
could beat you at cricket
I-
and 301, all
fuck
that.
off.
I totally would stomp you.
Here's a band. Again, I don't think we're good, but for some reason, people around here get. And don't ever. And I think you've done this. If fucking ever do it again, I wouldn't slap you, but I'd do the motions as if I was getting some pleasure out of it. It's fucking the Germs.
I like.
See, you said you just never.
I'm,
You
I'm
said
just gonna shut up. And the
Derby
Stooges.
fucking crash.
And the Stooges.
So I'm gonna play a Germ song because they didn't give a fuck.
Followed by the Stooges.
Don't even need to die.
How the fuck can anyone like that shit?
I
First of all,
I heard a gremlin in the studio. There is a gremlin in the
may
studio.
as well
Dutchie.
been there was a gremlin in their studio when they recorded it. Called fucking Derby Fuck Up, right? That is horrible. I play it because I love you people who listen. That's the only reason. I would never play a Germ song. Well, actually, in my band, I play two, and I hate them.
Which ones?
Lexicon Devil, and I don't even know the name of the other one.
That's how much you love it.
I don't know what it is. I'll have a look on the playlist, but it's fucking horrible. They love it. They love it. Fucking Yankee punkers.
Yeah.
What can you say? Think of a metal band, an LA metal band. Not metal. Yeah, I don't know. Well, you won't guess. We might guess. They did a version of Anarchy in the UK. One of the best versions I've ever heard.
I have no clue. Oh my god, that is.
I went to see
horrible.
him at the Hollywood Bowl about 4 years ago, with Alice Cooper, right? And I only bought the tickets because I wanted to see Alice Cooper at the bowl.
Naturally.
And unfortunately, I misread the fucking tickets. I thought it said Doors at 7. It was Alice Cooper at 7. So I never imagined that when I got there at 8, I'd see Alice Cooper's last song, and that was that.
Oh no.
Yeah, it was really fucking disappointing. And I didn't. One of the reasons it happened that way is because there was a red carpet Hollywood event, and I jumped in my Uber, and we just got fucking stuck in traffic. Like we didn't fucking move for half an hour.
Yeah, sounds like Hollywood.
Yeah, because we were going up Highland to the bowl, and that's right on the corner. You know, Hollywood and Highland is where they have the fucking. So I missed Alice Cooper, but I did get to see this band, and I'd seen them in England before. I've seen them probably 4 times, and it's Motley Crue. So Motley Crue came out with an album called A Decade of Decadence. So I guess they were only 10 years in, back in, 91, something like that. And they did a version of the Sex Pistols' Anarchy in the UK. If you've never heard it, tell me what you think, because I fucking love Motley Crue. They are definitely a band who don't give a fuck about anything. I mean, look at those motherfuckers.
Yeah.
CakeRadio.com. Dutchie the Punk DJ.
And Rachel.
She's sweet, isn't she?
Yeah, sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah.
Country. Some other fucking
There's bad radio, good radio, and chaotic radio. In that order.
Wanna make a buck, boy, you gotta be a T-Town. I say, yeah. I need it all, baby, that's no lie. I need a lover with an alibi. I wanna fall into a love so sweet. On a bed of flaming hot. I love you. And a touch of bone smells in the air, but I'm feeling so alone. I say, yeah. Hallucination to romance. I needed love, but I only lost my pants on. And that ain't all. I tell you, honey, it's a crying shame. Out of fear of love, well, it look the same. I wanna fall into a love so sweet. On a bed of flaming hot. I love you. Woo! Oh! Oh! The bird of faces are gone to hell. The bird of faces gone to hell. Honey, I can't tell. The bird of faces gone to The buzz I've had it in
GTO, wear a uniform, a lot of government loan. I'm worth $1 million in prizes. Yeah, I'm through with sleeping on the sidewalk. No more beating my brains. No more beating my brains. With liquor and drugs. With liquor and drugs. Well, I'm just a modern guy. Of course, I had it in the ear before. Could have lost for life. Could have lost for life. I got lost for life. Got lost for life. Oh, lost for life. Oh, lost for life. Lost for life. I got lost for life. I got lost for life. Well, I'm just a modern guy. Of course, I had it in my ear before. But I'm lost for life. Cause I'm lost for life. Well, here comes Johnny, yeah, again. With the liquor and drugs, that flesh machine. I know he's gonna do another striptease. Hey man, where'd you get that lotion? Your skin starts itching once you buy the gift. About something called love. Oh, love, love, love. Well, that's like if you fried in chickens. Well, I'm just a modern guy. Of course, I had it in the ear before. And I've lost for life. Cause I've lost for life. Got lost for life. Got lost for life. Got lost for life. Oh, lost for life. Got lost for life. Yeah, lost for life. I got lost for life. Lost for life.
Is it love?
ChaoticRadio.com, 2 in a row from Iggy.
Yeah.
Well, we learned a little bit there. Don't open my fucking iTunes when I'm playing in this room.
I know. I'm so sorry.
Now, you know what? I found that out once the same way you did. Live on the show, I started using 2 computers. And when you pay for the ability to play every song that it's got, and it costs you money, they don't want you sharing with people. So
That's understandable.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm so happy that you played Iggy, and because he's actually going to be doing a festival.
I'm going to stop that song, though, because I'm going to play it in a second, because I love that fucking song. And there's a reason I'm playing for it. You wanted to talk about a festival.
Yes. I want to talk about this.
It's
festival.
all you, Rachel.
All right. So here
You
we
know
go.
why?
Rachel's events that are coming up.
Oh,
Are you
Rachel's
ready?
events. We should
Yes.
have that as a part of the show. Rachel's events. And you can
Events.
get a little song coming in to bleed coming. Hello, this is Rachel. This is my events.
If I was an English witch.
Instead of an American one, you mean?
Yes.
All right, away you go. I'll shut the fuck up.
All right, cool.
It's all Rachel.
All right, so there is a festival coming up called Desert Days. That's going to be October 12th through the 15th. Iggy Pop's going to be on that one. Ty Segall, Bad Bad Not
Hang on,
Good.
who? Ty who?
Ty Segall.
Who's he?
He is an amazing artist. I've got to introduce you to him. You would like a lot of his
Oh,
stuff.
you know him.
Well, I mean, not personally, but I've got to introduce you to his music.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very good. And actually, Ty Segall and Sad Girl were the bands that I was looking up whenever
Oh, cool.
we caused that mishap there. But anyways, yeah,
Not,
so...
not we.
Okay, whenever I had my mishap. So anyways, there's so many people playing during that festival. I don't even know half of these people. I really like the name Bad Bad Not Good. And King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. I just think that's amazing.
Bad, bad, not good.
Bad Bad Not Good. And it's all one word.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, like Riot Gun. It's one word. And so anyways, that is tickets are going to be like $80 to nearly $900 for
Pennies
that.
then.
Oh, pennies. Yeah, of course. That's going to be, that's more than, never mind. That's going to be at the Institute of Mental Physics.
Now, I was just going to say, when you said institute, the next word should always be mental.
Of course. Because that's what institutions are. And that's in Joshua Tree, California.
Oh.
Yes. Also, coming up at the Roxy, guess who's going to be playing? October 1st. You know this.
Agent Orange.
No, one of your favorite people. And you talk about wombats.
Brian Wilson.
You talk about wombats and I don't know.
Wombles.
Wombles.
Oh, GBH are playing, yeah.
Yeah, with the cat.
Yeah, it's a Sunday fucking night, isn't it? No,
It is a Sunday night.
It's a fucking Sunday night. I saw that and I'm like, what the fuck? But what date is that?
That's going to be the 1st at the Roxy.
October the 1st.
Yes.
I may have to put in for the 2nd off then because I keep fucking missing them and they're playing on the 30th at the Glass House in Pomona. Right? Well, on the 30th, I'm going to see Adam Ant, so I can't be in two places at one time. And if the tickets had gone on sale at the same time, I'd have gone to the Glass House first because it's local. But I got to see it. GBH at the Roxy, fuck, that would be great.
Let's go. Let's do a double date.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah, I would be so down for that. Yeah, especially at the Roxy.
And if I
'cause
take
like
the
that
Monday off,
venue.
and I can, I can probably get the Monday off.
Yeah.
Or I'll call in sick, fuck them.
Yeah, actually, I think Ron already requested that week off, so we're set. Also at the Roxy, the Wailers are going to be playing on the 22nd. That's next week. They're going to be playing with Subatomic Sound System. You remember the Wailers, right?
No.
Bob Marley?
Oh, the Wailers.
The Wailers.
You said the Wellers, like Paul Weller from the Jam.
No, the Wailers.
You got a really fucking weird accent. Where are you from?
America? All right.
That's a fucking great answer, Rachel. I love you.
It's true. I'm American. What can I say?
Tennessee.
Yeah, Tennessee mixed with Kentucky, Florida, freaking
California.
California. It's all over the place. Also, one last shout out, and this will be it. Sad Girl is going to be playing at the Echo. That's going to be next Thursday, the 28th. That show starts at 8:30 p.m. The Echo, of course, is in downtown LA. It's a great venue as well. It's $10 to get into the show, and Sad Girl is definitely worth it. It's so funny. I saw them play at a local shindig in Venice, and I'm looking at the drummer, and I'm like, I know this guy. Where do I know this guy from? And he walks up to me after the show. Well, no, I walk up to him and I'm like, hey, dude, I've been doing this little shindig with Chaotic, and I think you guys would be great on a show. And I'm looking at him and he goes, you don't recognize me, do you? And I'm like, no. And I did, but I was just trying to play it off. And he's like, we used to work at Vans together. And it was P-Funk Paul. That's what we used to call him because he was always into the Funkadelics and shit like that.
That's funny because I got fucking Bootsy's Rubber Band lined up to play for
Ooh.
Bootsy Collins today.
Yeah.
We're running out of time, except for we don't have a show coming in at 5 anymore.
No, we don't.
For some reason, they got high and left.
Were they ever really here?
Physically, yeah.
Is the pertinent question.
Mentally, yeah, they are what they are. You know what? I'm a lover, not a hater. Fuck off, though.
Amen.
Did you pull up your little story?
I saw what you were looking at, and I had to check it out.
Check it out, because I'm going to read this story, but I do need some background music to do it, and I think this is the fucking perfect song for it. You ready? The song in the background is Dancerama by Zig Zig Sputnik. And it's a dirty love sex song, which goes right along with this. If you never fucking check out The Smoking Gun, it's the American equivalent of reading the Sun newspaper in England. This is news in England, in the paper, and it's the biggest selling tabloid in the country.
But tabloids are false, and this is not. Right?
No, it's this. It's the same as this. It's exactly. They take stories like this and publish them with the papers, with the pictures that you see there. You see her mouth open, she looks like a blow-up doll, right?
Yes. With the
Do you
lip
want to
gloss.
read it for me?
No, I think that you would do a much better job at this.
All right, I'll give it a go. Here's the headline, though. Wife hit hubby who interrupted her pleasure session. September the 14th. A Florida woman struck her estranged husband in the face when he tried to enter her bedroom as she was pleasuring herself, according to the arrest affidavit. Police responding to a domestic disturbance call early last Thursday found Garrett Higgs, 43, standing in the driveway of the Port St. Lucie home he shares with his wife, Flavia. There's a good picture of them. They look really happy in the picture.
I know.
Oh. The couple, pictured right, occupies separate bedroom in the residence. Higgs told cops that they had not had any intimate time in over a year. Upon entering the home around 12:30, he heard moaning noises from the house. As he investigated the sound, Higgs determined the moaning was emanating from his wife's bedroom, the door to which was locked. Fucker. Higgs then banged on the door but received no... Of course you received no answer. She was shocked. She was moaning. If you can hear her fucking moaning, you know where she's at. Now, I do understand that if he's in the same house and he is that, he may have some thoughts of maybe someone else in there. And his mind took over. Instead of listening, is there a banging involved as well? And a bed shaking? Or is it just moaning? Is it masturbation? Or is it full-blown banging?
But men don't think like that. They're like, she's screwing
Well, let me
around.
tell you this. If it was the other way round, right? See, if it was the other way round and the woman heard the man moaning in there, would she think he's just jacking off? Or would she go, fuck it, bastard, he's in there with a woman, right?
That's
Turn
true.
it around. It's not man or woman, it's people.
Do men moan whenever they masturbate?
No, I don't know. I can only talk for myself. I can't
don't
say
know either.
what men do or men don't. And do you think it's relevant that I talk about me masturbating on the air, Rachel?
I was going to say my own personal perspective here, but I guess not.
So what's your perspective?
I think he deserved to get hit, quite honestly.
So I think all women are different and all men are different. I don't know. You know?
Oh, you meant the moaning stuff.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, the moaning stuff depends.
All right, anyways.
It depends on how... never mind.
So anyway, I'm not going there. Not yet. That'd be another conversation.
I think I'm bright red over here.
I think I am as well. I'm on the YouTube going, what the fuck? I was talking... Anyways. And I love the way they put fucking parts of this layout, like in parentheses. So as he investigated the sounds, blah, 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 he banged on the door but received no answer. Cops noted that thought there was another man in the house and used a screwdriver to open the door. At this point, his missus sought to bar his entry to a bedroom and tried to physically escort him out. During the confrontation, he struck her in the fucking face. You bastard.
And it says that. Struck him in the fucking face.
Oh, she struck him in the face. And she should have done. He deserved it.
Yeah, of course.
Right? During police questioning, Flavia said the couple's relationships was failing and that she was pleasuring herself when her spouse barged into the room. Neither party suffered injuries, but since Flavia was the first to, initiate physical contact, she was arrested.
Oh, of course.
Oh, you know how that goes.
Of course, fucking sexist people.
I know, they're bastards, aren't they? You know what? I love that fucking song.
What the hell? Of course you're going to hit somebody breaking down the door.
Yeah, especially when you got your fingers up inside yourself and you're enjoying yourself, right? Fuck that.
But what if that's just the cover story and the guy totally jumped out the window?
He's a fuck it band, right? Yeah, same band, Zig Zig Sputnik. From the album Dress for Excess. Dutchy the Punk fucking DJ, Friday night, fucking loving it.
Get down, let it on, do it to me, baby. When my body's in a quiver, you sit inside that shiver. And play for me never, never. Get down, get it on, do it to me, baby. Passion, baby, passion. You get the action, satisfaction, oh, yes. Really, baby, you're the only one that makes me go.
satisfaction, with satisfaction. Whoa, dancing. Pretty baby, you're the only one that makes me come. Pretty baby, you're the only one that makes me come. Pretty baby, you're the only one that makes me come. Pretty baby, you're the only one that makes me come. In that right now.
KRadio.com. Hey, we're going to do another half hour.
Let's do it.
Fuck it. Let's go commercial then. We'll play it with Iggy Pop. The Iggy Pop mix from the album Raw Power. Song's called Penetration. Goes right along with the fucking story that we were just talking about. And fuck it, we'll come back and do another half hour. We may even do an hour. We don't care, do we? I mean, what the fuck else are we going to do? We're at the station anyway, right?
Amen.
Here's my choice, Rachel. Go down the laundromat and do laundry. Or stay here doing this.
Well, laundry just sucks.
All right, fuck it, let's stay. GagRadio.com. If you're listening, spread the word. If you're not, then you don't know I'm talking. Rachel, you're the best.
You are too, Dutchie. Thank you.
I go now, pussy. A pure family. Take away, here come and take me. I'm alive. I'm alive. I'm alive. Stick it out, baby. Stick it out. I'm purified. It's a time. Penetrate.
We're clear, you said, right?
Yes. Yeah, that's really, really freaking weird because I didn't even press play until after the fact. Are you running it now? All right, I'm going to come back with Shattered Faith. Liner.
So one commercial's finished and it's dead air.
That is so
At Wonder Roadhouse finished and it's dead air.
So Doctor Strange Records is not playing right
If
now?
it's not, then that means that fucking Alina fucked with it.
Oh, what the hell?
Right? Because she said, oh, well, if Doctor Strange is doing, is sponsoring your show from now on, we'll do a new commercial. But she has no right to take the old one off. So I want to know what the fuck is going on because it makes us look like fucking idiots.
Right. So it should be singing along bumper?
Well, hang on. Yeah, let me just set up a song real quick. but I want to know why that's gone.
Yeah, we have about a minute and 50, almost 2 minutes. Is Avenger Cycles playing?
Nope. Now it's saying singing along is not just accepted.
Yeah. That was a bumper that just went out.
Let me see what plays after that, because this is behind you over there.
Yeah, it should be Avenger.
Nope, silence.
We have no commercials at all.
What the fuck?
That is fucking crazy. After that, it should be Century Auto Body, but we're going to be on air by the time it plays.
Yeah, well, yeah, but I mean, I'm listening here and there's nothing, so I want to know what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, it seems like all the commercials are gone.
All right.
And that's from gold and silver, not just gold or just silver. It's from both. All right, we're going to do 30 seconds. Dutchie, turn that off.
Faith, and you're listening to the 78 RPM on chaoticradio.com.
Meet the new boss, same as the old boss.
KateRadio.com. The Who, I Won't Be Fooled Again. It's funny, Roger Daltrey came off a plane one day with my dad. They weren't, he got off the same plane my old man was getting on. And my old man was probably 77, 78 at the time. And he comes wandering down the, it was LAX, and he comes wandering down talking to Roger Daltrey. And I'm like, get the fuck out. That guy looks like Roger Daltrey, which there ain't many people look like him. And then you realize it's because it's actually fucking him. And my old man gets there and shakes his hand and says, cheerio. I go, fucking hell. Well, I didn't say fucking hell because my dad never heard me swear. It's something my old man taught me, and I didn't swear in front of him. So I guess he wouldn't really like this radio show. But he had never heard of The Who. My old man wasn't a music person. He'd never heard of The Who, and he'd never heard of Roger Daltrey. And he said, well, that was a jolly nice man with long hair and a lot of rock and roll influence. Fucking hell, Dad. It's Roger fucking Daltrey from The Who. He still never got it. But not a band I normally play on the show. That's for sure. I've never seen them. I kind of wanted to go and see, I don't know if it was yesterday, tonight, tomorrow, or whenever the fuck it is, the Quadrophenia thing at the Greek. Thought that would be interesting. Was it Quadrophenia? No, it was Tommy. I don't know. One of those. But The Who did some amazing fucking shit as a band and stuff that no one else had done. I mean, I remember going to see Tommy in, I'm going to say, 76, something like that. With Elton John doing Pinball Wizard and all that. And nearly walked out. I thought it was shit. And as it went on, it was fucking better and better. And then Quadrophenia was just fucking amazing. And then we had the punks going against the mods and the skins and the mods against the rockers. So every fucking bank holiday weekend, the mods and the rockers went at it like fucking crazy. And if you're an American, what we consider rockers is what you consider bikers, just so you fucking know. So the mods and the bikers and your Hells Angels and all that shit. And that's what that was all about. I mean, it was a fucking great movie. I haven't seen it for years. I might have to watch that. But the reason I played The Who is because they are a band who, you know, again, I'm trying to keep it to bands who really didn't give a fuck what people think. They ruffle people's feathers. There's a big picture in the studio, and it's been here since the day I came in here, of Johnny Cash. I think I'll play some Johnny Cash in a little bit. I'm not sure what song to play. In the meantime, though, fuckers, any band who sings a song called Hitler's in the Charts Again doesn't give a fuck.
Listen to the sound of the soldiers dancing again in time on the grand line. Don't know what they're doing. Listen to it bring. By the mind of the design. Just again. She's a gas!
straight. You feel the heat. You watch the shoulders fall. They cannot have it here.
You're listening to chaoticradio.com.
Here comes the riot squad. Don't mess with the riot squad. Here comes the riot squad. Okay. Here comes the riot squad. Don't mess with the riot squad. Here comes the riot squad. Okay. Way back when he's 79. When Punk was young, all we did was waste our time. Then along came a band called Dick Mob. Now the boys in boots, they all got their job. They was fighting, dancing, singing, laughing, drinking, smoking, pumping, dancing. They are the riot squad, let's play. Here comes a riot squad. Don't mess with the riot squad. Here comes a riot squad, okay. Sometime back in 1981, with the records out, all it did was have some fun. Then the time has come to call at the mob. When the fighting starts, they sure do their job. There's Scully, Richie, Johnny, Spitty, Tillo, Danny, Betty, Webty. Never beat the riot squad, no way. Here comes a riot squad, the Gloucester Boot Boy Dogs. Here comes a riot squad, okay. Here comes a riot squad. Don't mess with the riot squad. Here comes a riot squad, okay. Fast forward, there's a new movement in time. They're not so young, but they still stand in line. Now the time is right to bring back the squad. Get your boots back on, you still have the job. There's fighting, dancing, singing, laughing, smoking, drinking, hoping, chanting. They are the riot squad, let's play. Here comes a riot squad. Don't mess with the riot squad. Here comes a riot squad, okay. We are the riot squad. Don't mess with the riot squad. We are the riot squad today. Riot, riot, riot squad. Riot, riot, riot squad. Riot, riot, riot squad. Riots. Riot, riot, riot squad. Riot, riot, riot squad. Riot, riot, riot squad. Riots, riots, riots.
Where'd you go? I missed you.
I went outside and talked to Charles for a little bit.
Did you get high?
No, of course not. What do you mean? Just because
I'm going to stop asking you that shit. So that was D-Mob. D-Mob, I became best fucking friends because they stayed at my house last year when they went on a mini tour. I'm going to say fucking one of the best fucking weeks of my life that was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're rocking their shirt today, too.
Oh, that's right. I am, yeah. Right. And we're fucking, and big heads up to Bobby Rio as well. Bobby was there every day. And fucking hell, Rory Dobson, right, was our driver. And, you know, they all came over to the house and they were actually sleeping in the little RV outside, the Bobby and Rory, and coming in the morning for coffee, which turned really quickly into fucking beer. You know, by 8 o'clock we were sitting there around the fucking fire pit. and by the pool drinking beer and getting ready to go to the next show. And just, it was fucking so much fucking fun. So that was D-Mob from the album Crime Through Time, Riot Squad, which is one of their originals. They're doing their 40th anniversary show at Rebellion Festival in Blackpool next year. And it's going to be their last ever fucking show. So I kind of feel the need that I have to go to England next year. And as much reason as I've got, because, you know, radio and punk. And I went to punk rock bowling this year. You never been to punk rock bowling, have you?
No, I still have not.
I was sitting there drinking with your boy at punk rock bowling. When that's when I spilled the beans about you two dating.
Yep.
Yeah, actually, I fucking forgot that. I'm standing at the bar going, well, I thought you was already dating. And everyone went, what the fuck? Ron, what's going on? They didn't know, did they?
No, they didn't.
Until I fucking spilt the beans in that bar.
Yeah, I think we'd actually only been on one date at that point.
That's close enough. One date's dating in my book. Now,
apparently with us too.
Well, it is if you're going on a second date, and you already were, and I knew that. Yeah. Yeah. So, anyways, where the fuck was I? What the fuck was I even talking about?
Punk rock bowling.
Oh yeah, punk rock bowling D-Mob, right? Playing Rebellion Fest next year. So, I wondered, is it worth going? You know, is it worth going to England? Because I've been to England so many fucking times. I've seen so many punk bands.
Do you still have family over there too?
Yeah, I have a lot of family. And Blackpool's in northern England. And the majority of my family, in all honesty, are in Scotland because my mum was a real Mackenzie.
Oh yeah, you were telling me.
Yeah,
that.
my mum's Scottish, so all my cousins of my age, and they're way more fun. Now that's not true. Hanging out with my cousins in England and Scotland is fun. It's just different because the ones in Scotland drink like fucking crazy, and the ones in England are, oh, hello, let's go play some golf, shall we?
Oh,
Let's have a half pint of beer afterwards. How about I go to Scotland and get fucked up with those crazy fuckers? You know what I mean?
Sounds like a good time.
So I think, and yeah, I am in a different place. Life kicks you in the ass, doesn't it? It fucking knocks you down, it pulls you back up, and you get up. And if you don't get up, you know, that's life. Facebook, one thing I do hate about Facebook is when everyone puts out their total negativity, you know, how life is kicking them in the ass. It kicks us all in the ass, bitch. You know, get back up and fucking get on with it.
Yeah.
And maybe a lot of the reason it's kicking you in the ass, it's not life kicking the ass, it's kicking yourself in the ass. Go do something about it. Not always. I know you can't always do that.
I know Facebook's supposed to be a support group, but I don't think that that's the place you would go to get support during times like that, you know?
Yeah. You know, earlier on, when we were talking earlier on, you wanted a James Brown song. I'm not sure what song you wanted.
Oh, Get On Up.
Get On Up. Oh, that's the one I thought you said. Yeah. So I already got that. So, then, you know what? You talk about a guy who went, fuck it. Fuck you. Fuck it. So I'm going to play. We've gone off of a punk show now. We ain't a punk show anymore. I got fucking James Brown. Then I'm going for some Johnny Cash. And then I'm going some fucking Bootsy's Rubber Band.
Yes.
Some fucking Bootsy Collins.
If you can find some Sad Girl, that'll be fun.
Some who?
Sad Girl.
Sad Girl. If you don't fuck with my iTunes, I'll probably find it.
Okay, I'll leave it alone.
All right.
There's one song that I was interested in listening to. It's called Feel Like Shit.
I like the name of that.
Me too.
I don't feel like shit. I feel happy as fuck.
Amen.
Oh, this is for me and my girl. Sex Machine. Oh, did he say it?
Fellas, I'm ready to get up and do my thing. I want to get into it, man, you know. Like a sex machine, man. Moving, doing it, you know. Can I count it off? 1, 2, 3, 4. Get up, get on up. Get up, get on up. Stay on the scene. Get on up. Like a sex machine. Get on up. Get up, get on up. Get up, get on up. Stay on the scene. Get on up. Like a sex machine. Get on up. Get up, get on up. Stay on the scene. Get on up. Like a sex machine. Get on up. Wait a minute. Shake your arm. Then use your palm. Stay on the scene. Like a sex machine. You got to have the feeling. Sure your bone. Get it together. Right on, right on. Get up, get on up. Get up, get on up. Get up, get on up. up, get on up, get up, get on up, get up, get on up, get up, get on up. You said you got, you said the feeling, you got to get, you give me fever and a cold sweat. The way I like it is the way it is. I got mine, don't worry about his. Get up, get on up, stay on the scene. Get on up, like a sex machine. Get on up, get up, get on up, get up, get on up. Bobby, should I take him to the bridge? Go ahead, take him on to the bridge. Take him to the bridge. Can I take him to the bridge? Yeah. Take him to the bridge. Hit me now. Come on now. Stay on the scene like a sex machine. The way I like it is the way it is. I got mine, dig it. He's got his. Stay on the scene like a loving machine. Stay on the scene like a loving machine. Stay on the scene. I want to count it off one more time, yeah. Go ahead. You want to hit it like it did on the top, fellas? Hit it like it did on the top. Hit it now. Get on up. Get on up. Get up. Get on up. Get up. Get on up. Get on up. Get on up. Stay on the scene. Get on up. Like a loving machine. Get on up. Get up. Get on up. Taste. Get on up. A piano. Get on up. Taste. Get on up. A piano. Get on up. Get up, get on up, get up, get on up. Stay on the scene, get on up, like a sex machine. Get on up, you got to have the feeling. Get on up, sure as you're born. Get on up, get it together. Right on, 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 right on. Get up, get on up, get up, get on up, and then shake your money maker, 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 shake your money maker. Get up, get on up, 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 get up, get on up. Get up, get on up, get up, get on up, get up, get on up. Can we hit it like we did one more time from the top? Can we hit it like that one more time? One more time. Let's hit it and quit. Go ahead. Can we hit it and quit? Yeah. Can we hit it and quit? Yeah. Can we hit it and quit? Yeah. Hit it.
It's raw, it's uncensored, it's live 24/7. It's chaoticradio.com.
And I heard, as it were, the noise of thunder. One of the four beasts saying, "Come and see." And I saw, and behold, a white horse. There's a man going round taking names, and he decides who to free and who to blame. Everybody won't be treated all the same. There'll be a golden ladder reaching down when the man comes around. The hairs on your arm will stand up at the terror
in each sip and in each sup. Will you partake of that last offered cup, or disappear into the potter's ground when the man comes around? Hear the trumpets, hear the pipers, 100 million angels singing. Multitudes are marching to the big kettle drum. Voices calling, voices crying. Some are born and some are dying. It's Alpha and Omega's kingdom come. And the whirlwind is in the thorn tree. The virgins are all trimming their wicks. The whirlwind is in the thorn tree. It's hard for thee to kick against the pricks. Till Armageddon, no shalom, no shalom. Then the father hen will call his chickens home. The wise men will bow down before the throne, and at his feet they'll cast their golden crowns when the man comes around. Whoever is unjust, let him be unjust still. Whoever is righteous, let him be righteous still. Whoever is filthy, let him be filthy still. Listen to the words long written down when the man comes around. Hear the trumpets, hear the pipers, 100 million angels singing. Multitudes are marching to the big kettle drum. Voices calling, voices crying. Some are born and some are dying. It's Alpha and Omega's kingdom come. And the whirlwind is in the thorn tree. The virgins are all trimming their wicks. The whirlwind is in the thorn tree. It's hard for thee to kick against the pricks. In measured 100-weight and penny pound when the man comes around.
And I heard a voice in the midst of the four beasts. And I looked, and behold, a pale horse, and his name that sat on him was Death, and hell followed with him.
Chaotic Radio, because the rest is just a waste of time.
Well, I'll tell you one thing that I know. You don't face your demons down. You gotta grapple them, Jack, and pin them to the ground. The devil may care, maybe God he won't. But better make sure you check on the do's and the don'ts. Crawl up the mountain to reach where the eagles fly. Sure you can glimpse from the mountain top where the soul of the muse might rise. And if you put it all together, you won't have to look around. You know you cast a long shadow on the ground. Then one day I could tell my tracks by the holes in the soles of my shoes. And that's the day I said I'm gonna make the news. I'm falling back in the garden, the day so long ago. Somewhere in the memory, the sun shines on you, boy. And playing in the arroyos where the American rivers flow.
From the Appalachians down to the Delta roads. A man can't think so long, his brain could well explode. There's trains running through the junctions and King Cotton's down the road. And if you put it all together, you won't have to look around. You know you cast a long shadow on the ground. Listen to the country, the nightjar and the bell. Listen to the night streamliner, sounding like the wolves of hell. Head for the waters of the cleansing spell. It was always our destination on the express of the ne'er-do-wells. And we rocked through Madison City, man, we didn't even know she was there. And when we hit the boppers in Memphis, Beale Street didn't have no prayer. And I hear punks talk of anarchy, I hear hobos on the railroads, I hear mutterings on the chain gangs. It was those men who built the road. And if you put it all together, you didn't even once relent. You cast a long shadow, and that is your testament. Somewhere in my soul, there's always rock and roll. Yeah.
KRadio.com. There's a fucking duet that would be fucking great, isn't it? Johnny Cash and Joe Strummer.
That would be amazing.
Ain't gonna happen unless, well, I don't know, Nat King Cole sang with his daughter 10 years after he was dead. Didn't he? That was a good Christmas song.
Tupac also came out with some music.
Yeah,
after
but he
died.
recorded it. You know what I'm saying? He recorded it while he was alive. He knew he was going to get killed, didn't he? He said that many times. I'm recording all this shit, so when I'm dead, you can keep releasing it for 10 years.
Exactly. Yeah. And actually, he had been shot at before. Right? Is that right, Junkie?
What?
Why do you think Junkie knows all about rap? Is she a rap star? I've been joined in the studio by... introduce yourself.
My name is IB Drunkie.
IB Drunkie. Fucking hell, you can't argue with that name, can you? IB Drunkie, you do a show after this. We're not normally here at this time, but...
Yeah, you guys have expanded your horizons a little bit.
Today we did, because the show's all about bands who said, fuck it.
Yeah.
We don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Right? And if you're going to do that, I mean, obviously, originally we only do a 2-hour show. But all of a sudden we were like, get the fuck out. It's that fucking time. You want to do another hour? And we had the space, so we did.
There's too much music for you not to do it.
Yeah, I'm doing a special show tomorrow night.
Oh.
Yeah, with my lady.
My lady.
Yeah, she's a fuck it person. She's like, I don't give a fuck. And I don't give a fuck.
It's kind of why my name's IB Drunkie.
Yeah, you know, and it's like, if you look at her profile pictures, God bless, it's always...
Who, me?
No, not yours.
Oh, your girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always that Johnny Cash. I mean, I've been doing that for 40 fucking years, and I'm thinking so is she.
Well, and not to compare myself to Johnny Cash by any means, because he is a fucking legend, right?
Right.
But on my show, typically all I wear is black shirts, black tank tops. And somebody asked me why I only wear black shirts. I said, why the fuck not? And they're like, oh, kind of like Johnny Cash? I'm like, yeah.
Kind of, yeah. You know what?
I'm okay with that.
I wonder, it's funny because in that picture,
yeah,
he's not wearing a black shirt.
Right.
I was just given some info, and I got a story that picture was taken at the BBC in England.
Explain to people what picture that you're talking about, though.
The Johnny Cash picture, is there more than one that anyone knows about?
I mean, there's a handful, but that's like
the one where he's just like,
one.
fuck you, and flipping everyone off.
Yeah.
You know? And I just was told that happened at the BBC in London, that they kept interrupting him.
Yeah.
And he
so
ended
said,
up
fuck
like,
it.
fuck you.
Yeah.
Well,
at that time, there was a lot of censorship in the music. You know, you have Elvis and the Beatles and Johnny Cash and, you know, all those big legends that you know, the things that they did then, you know, 13-year-olds are doing at high school dances now.
And we all think we're the first, don't we?
Yeah, right.
You know, and it's like when punk came along, I thought this is, you know, these are the bands that are saying fuck you.
Mhm.
And as you get older, you realize that the Stones did it before and Elvis did it before.
Right.
And someone did it in the 20s and someone did it in the 1870s. And it's nothing new.
No.
It's just what we grow up with, you know.
I mean, when women started showing their ankles for the first time.
I wonder what the fuck you were going to say.
Jiminy. Hey, I'm nice.
I know you are, yeah.
I can be.
Until your show comes on.
Yeah. Well, my show, it's Derby.
Tell people about your show.
So my show is called Power Jams Talk Derby Radio. It's all about roller derby. Not quite sure why I was given this show, but you know, whatever, it's worked.
It's a successful show. It gets more people watch it and listen to it than any other show on the station.
Well, I mean, look at me compared to you. I can understand that. Why they would watch
Really?
me over you.
I don't get that. I don't know why you think you would.
Well, your boobs are a little bigger than mine, but
True. But they're not as hairy as yours.
no, thank God. No, so the show, we talk all about roller derby. So if you are not familiar with roller derby, it's not your 1970s mom and pop roller derby of the yesteryear. We actually have a set standard of rules. We go by what's called the Women's Flat Track Derby Association rules. It's a governing body that sets rules for the game. So no elbows, no punching, no kicking. I mean, that stuff happens, but you get a penalty for it. Yeah, the show is really all about what's kind of happening in Derby, you know, as of today.
It's still, and we talked about this recently, you know, it's still sold on sex, right? Not as much as it used to be. Or yes or no?
Well, with roller derby, you have several different levels of competitiveness. You have high level competitiveness. When you watch that, depending on what your type of person, your girl or whatever is, it could be a sexual thing for you, I guess. I mean, but for the most part,
I'm not talking about the people watching it, right? You're involved in it,
well,
right? So,
as far as the high level competitiveness, it's all about sportsmanship and it's all about winning.
It's on TV now, isn't it?
Yeah, they do. They play it on ESPN3, but WFTDA, which I also call WFTA, they have WFTA TV. And
WFTA sounds wrong.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's different WFTA, WFTA, whatever. It's WFTDA.tv. They have championships going on next week in Dallas. You could log on and watch it there. And that's where you're going to get your highest level of competitors that are playing in the world.
I've been in the building a few times when your guests show up.
Yeah.
And they're always fun as fuck.
Yeah, and I guess this kind of goes along with your theme of tonight is fuck it. In roller derby, when it first started, it was a group of women who kind of got together. From my understanding, they had found some old VHS tapes from, you know, way back when they, you know, like T-Birds type thing, the bank track type of derby. And they said, hey, this looks fun. Let's try it out. So it was all DIY. It was all very much just a group of ragtag girls who they didn't necessarily fit into your mainstream of jock. So you had the punk girls, you had the stay-at-home girls, you had the, all walks of life were interested in this. And their main goal was to make it.
And it's still that way now, right?
DIY for the most part, yeah.
No, not so much the DIY, the fuck it attitude.
The fuck it attitude, as well as the inclusiveness of the group. I know, there's one girl I know. She's a freaking scientist, or she'll correct me, but she works over at JPL, the Jet Propulsion Lab in I think it's Pasadena or something like that.
Never judge people, right?
So and that's the thing. Like, we all come out wearing the same uniform, the same gear, playing the same game, but you don't know, once you start peeling back those layers, you don't really know. We have scientists, we have teachers, we have doctors, we have lawyers, stay-at-home moms, radio show hosts.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, I'm going to be done in 10 minutes. I'm going to play a couple of songs. We'll come back. Say a few more, and then we'll be gone. What time's your show?
My show starts at 7:00 tonight.
Oh, fuck me. It's 6 o'clock coming up.
Yeah, it's only 6 o'clock coming up. But I have my guest host coming in, Mama Beater. We're gonna be talking about the different the D1s that happened last week, which is the Divisional I championship games that we're playing, as well as some of my friends from the LA Renegade team out in LA. They are traveling up to Portland, Oregon to play against the #1 team in the country.
Oh, how cool.
So Rose City is the #1 team in the country. They have a new team called the Rockets. So the Renegades are actually going to go play against the Rockets. So we'll be talking to their head coach here at about 7:15 or so. And kind
Rachel, when are you going to join a roller derby team?
I'm not sure. That came in really loud too. I actually got a kind of surfer nickname. I am now Crash Bunny.
Crash Bunny.
I am Crash Bunny.
Now you need to join a roller derby team and then get yourself a derby wife, right?
Yeah, that's
that was
possible.
that was the first show I heard you do. I think that was
Yeah.
your first night, and I was like, I thought it was like a serious thing. Everyone was marrying each other.
Yeah, no, it was the second show with Derby Wives. It's just kind of your best friend on the track. It's who's got your back.
Interesting shit.
Yeah.
CakeRadio.com, Dutchy the Punk DJ. Been here too long. Time for me to go and get another bottle of vino and relax and listen to the Derby show later.
We love to boogie. We love to boogie. Jitterbug boogie. Bowling Billy boogie. We love to boogie on a Saturday night. Belinda Mayfinder's got a Cadillac bone. Jamie lost a cherry walking all the way home. The passion of the earth blasted his mind. Now it needs sweet ready for the moon bass grind. We love to boogie. We love to boogie on a Saturday night. I said we love to boogie. We love to boogie. High school boogie. Jitterbug boogie. We love to boogie on a Saturday night. Oh, yeah. With a rattlesnake head with a tail feathers high. Jitterbug left and smiled to the sky. With your black velvet cape and your stovepipe hat. Bebop baby, the dance is where it at. I love to boogie. Yes, I love to boogie on a Saturday night. I said I love to boogie. I love to boogie. Jitterbug boogie. I love to boogie. I love to boogie on a Saturday night. I love to boogie. I love to boogie. I love to boogie. I love to boogie. I love to boogie on a Saturday night. Wow, I love to boogie.
This is chaoticradio.com.
I saw walking down the street. He jumped down, he knocked it off her feet. And then I knew it was the end of her. Skinny kill that girl. Skinny kill that girl. Skinny kill that girl tonight. Skinny kill that girl. Hey, skinny kill that girl. Hey, skinny kill that girl tonight. When I saw her walking down the street, Paul stood still and skipped a beat. Then he knocked her on the floor, but he wanted just a little bit more. Hey, skinny kill that girl. Hey, skinny kill that girl. Hey, skinny kill that girl tonight. Hey, skinny kill that girl. Hey, skinny kill that girl. Hey, skinny kill that girl tonight. When I saw her walking down the street, Mom stood still and skipped a bit. Then he knocked her on the floor, but he wanted just a little bit more. I saw a line on the street. He jumped and he knocked it off her feet. And then I knew it was the end of her. Hey, it's gonna kill that girl. Hey, it's gonna kill that girl. Hey, it's gonna kill that girl tonight. Hey, it's gonna kill that girl. Hey, it's gonna kill that girl. Hey, it's gonna kill that girl tonight. When I saw her walking down the street, my heart stood still and skipped a beat. Then he knocked her on the floor, but he wanted just a little bit more. Kill that girl, you're gonna kill that girl, you're gonna kill that girl,
KRadio.com, the Ramones. You love the fucking songs they wrote. You're going to kill that girl. I don't want to walk around with you. Now I want to sniff some glue. There's a fucking band right there.
Mm-hmm.
Got lucky enough to see them so many fucking times. Mm-hmm.
Where'd you see them at?
Oh, I saw them at the Electric Ballroom in Camden Town. I saw their very last show at the Palladium. Their very last show ever at the Palladium in LA. I saw them at the Hammersmith Odeon. And I saw them so many fucking places in between you don't know. Like, I've seen the Beach Boys, I'm going to say 20 to 25 times.
Wow.
And I walked out on them once. I walked out on the Ramones once, and I walked out on the Beach Boys once.
Why did you walk out on them?
On the Ramones or the Beach Boys?
Both.
The Ramones, because they had a new drummer. And I didn't know this until I watched the documentary called End of the Century.
Right.
And he wanted to speed everything up. Well, hang on, the Ramones songs are only a minute and a half anyway.
Right.
And they doubled the speed. They seriously nearly doubled the speed. And you didn't even know what song they were. It was a wall of sound. And as one song finished, they go, whatever. And they did the next song, but you didn't know what song they were singing.
Oh, wow.
It was just, and everyone's looking around going, this is fucking horrible.
What the fuck?
Yeah. And we walked out and went, fuck it, they're useless. I mean, 20 years later, 30 years later, you go, you should never walk out on the Ramones, but you don't know they're all going to die. And you don't know that they're going to be finished. And you don't know you're watching Legends, because this was in 86, 87, you know?
Right.
But fucking useless, horrible.
Right.
Just a noise of sound. And I don't mind sound, but and in that documentary, I forget what the drummer was, who he was, but he doubled the speed, and it was gross. It was horrible. And then the Beach Boys, I took my kid to watch the Beach Boys at the LA County Fair when she was about 6 or 7. And there was only 2 of the Beach Boys there, and it was just boring as fuck. It wasn't really the Beach Boys. And I went, fuck it, I'm going to go. I'm going to leave. She's like, Dad. I'm like, yeah, fuck it, let's go. But she did get to see the Beach Boys. So I'm gonna finish. I'm going to play one song, we're going to be done. Right? And this is a fuck it band who are still playing today with unbelievably, I don't know how many original members, or at least members who've been playing for 30 or 40 years with them. Have a guess what band?
I have no clue.
Rolling Stones.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's a good choice.
Thank you, Rachel. I love you.
Thank you too, Dutchie.
You're the best. Tune in, 7 o'clock.
Huh? I was blowing kisses.
I know, I got it. I got it in the end. So, I Be Drunky and the Derby Show is at 9, 7, 8, 7 till 9.
Yes, 7 to 9.
KRadio.com. Thanks for listening. Love you all.
You're moving to the right, kid. Yeah, 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 to the Harlem Shop Hall. Yeah, 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 to the Harlem Shop Hall. Yes, yes, baby.